A very good Today, the 11th May, is National Technology Day. Is celebrated on May 11th every year to honor the contributions of Indian scientific community, including scientists, researchers, and engineers. The significance of the date lies in the series of technological advancements the country achieved on the day decades earlier. On May 11, 1998, India broke into the small group of countries that hold nuclear weapon. On that day, India successfully carried out nuclear tests at Army's Pokhran test range in Rajasthan. In doing so, India became the sixth country to join the nuclear club. The tests were led by the late APJ Abdul Kalam, an aerospace scientist who went on to become India's 11th president. The test was the second instance of the nuclear testing in India after that first. Code name Smiling Buddha in 1974. On the same day, in 1998, India tested its first indigenous aircraft Hassan 3, which took flight in Bangalore. The aircraft was meant for surveillances, pilot training, and other reconnaissance process. The day also saw the successful test firing of the surface-to-air missile Trisun. So, with multiple technology advancements accomplished on the same day, the Indian government declared May 11th as National Technology Day. It was officially signed by the Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The first national technology was observed in 1999. The board also decided a theme for National Technology Day of each year. The theme for 2022 is Integrated Approach in Science and Technology for Sustainable Future. The theme was launched by the Union Minister Jitendra Singh. So let me invite our head of the department, Sri C.H. Nabhushangar, onto the dais. This is the importance of this National Technology Day. Now let me invite Dr. A. Srinath Garu, Mechanical Engineer, K.B.N. Institute. Also let me invite Sri R. Uday Kumar Garu, in charge for electronics. Let me introduce today's guest, Dr. A. Srinath Garu. Dr. A. Srinath Garu is a professor in mechanical engineering at K.B.N. University, has accomplished PhD in robotic mechanisms from REC Raipur, present it is NIT Raipur, in 2008. He completed his bachelor degree from Acharya Nagarjuna University, Guntur, in 2001. He pursued his ME in machine designing from Rajiv Gandhi Technology University, Bhopal, in 2003. He received many awards and accomplishments. Some of them are the AICT Career Award for Young Teachers in 2006, UGC Research Award for the period of 2012 and 14, 45th Young Engineers Award from Institute of Engineers India, Vijayawada chapter, for guiding 8 research scholars to accomplish their PhD goals in 2012. N.K. Iyengar Memorial Gold Medal from the Institute of Engineers India 2006. Bharat Seva Ratna Award from GEPRE New Delhi for 2015. Biography cited in handling UGC DST AICTE sponsored research projects on medical robotics for surgical and clinical applications worth of rupees 45 lakhs. Established FIST and DST Center of Excellence in Robotics and Mechatronics in 2012. Research papers published in international journals of high impact factor 35. His high H index is 7 and citations are 135 in Scopus and SCI journal till date. Published 12 patents in IPR India from 2012 to 2019. Published a book, chapter in Singer's Soft Computing for Problem Solving in 2019. So we are very happy to be with Dr. A. Srinath Garu as today's guest on the occasion of National Technology Day. So let us follow his words. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all of you. And I thank the principal management of this college to have invited me for this program. I was discussing with your principal Garu about various activities. Before we go into all that, because you are all graduating people, and mostly in the present world, people are talking very high about design. You should have seen universities across the country are adopting a core subject, whether they are from science graduation field or engineering graduation field, or they are from medical field or law, even management. Design thinking and innovation is one subject which is made as a mandatory course across all the departments. And I was told most of you are from IoT and computer science domains. So I would like to know from any one of you, what do you understand and what do you mean by design? And that is very much linked to the theme and the day which is being celebrated today, that is the National Technology Day, where you are science graduates. But you are celebrating a day which is to be celebrated actually by the engineers who are the technologists. But what is the bridge between these two is science. Can any one of you tell what is design? Then I will go into the next level, next point. If you have seen from your childhood the drawings which you draw, are they designs? Like you have when you are small, you should have drawn the images of your mother, father, your brothers, sisters, and all these things. Are they designs of those human beings, that is your father, mother, or brothers and sisters? Which means, is drawing a design? No, drawing is not a design. Or at least it is a part of design. If you are seeing a building to be constructed, let us say your family is constructing a building, a house. Where do you go? You go to an architect, ask them to prepare the design of your building, where they will use some AutoCAD or some other tool and they will draw the entire diagram according to the dimensions and they will give you the drawing. Is it design? It is design? No. It is also like what you have drawn, the images of your mother and father. It is also a drawing. Whereas, if you give the exact dimensions of the building, for each part of the building, what should be the material, whether it is concrete or whether it is wood or whether it is steel or what it is to be put at which place, with how much quantity, weight, density of that material, everything when it is given in a perfect calculated manner, then it becomes design. The same drawing becomes design. Why? Because there, the science which is behind that, the engineering mechanics which is behind that, the physics which is behind that, the chemical compositions which are behind concrete technology and all these things that have been applied and used to calculate certain basic what we say derivations are there, and the derivations in that you apply this science, like you apply the Newton's laws of equilibrium, you apply various other laws, and you design Faraday's laws for designing the electrical circuits and all these things, and finally you arrive at that this is the electrical circuit design, this is the mechanical design of the building, and ultimately this is the drawing of the building that the architecture gives. So fundamentally the difference between design and drawing is understood by you. And when it comes to the difference between science and technology, science is a fundamental which never changes. How you use it, to which technology to be developed you apply the science, in which manner is all going to be changed. So technology is rapidly changing and ever changing process. Technology always keeps on changing, whereas science is constant, which never changes. How we apply the science, how you use the Newton's law of gravity to design a car is different from how you use the Newton's laws of gravity for designing an aircraft. Same thing you use it for designing the ships, that is different. But everywhere the gravity equation remains same. That is science, but technology is different. It keeps on changing. 20 years back, aircrafts had some other technology. Now they are in auto propulsion. Pilot is just a meager instrument who just sits inside the cockpit and does not need to work at all until and unless there is some critical condition arrived at. Only then the pilot's role is pivotal. Remaining entire time the entire aircraft works on its own. Starting from takeoff to landing, everything is taken care by the aircraft's automatic control. Where you are all from computer science and IoT. Your role as IoT graduates is very much important there, because there is lot of signal being sent from the aircraft which is at 1500 feet or 25,000 feet from the ground to the base station. Signals are sent. Again command signals are sent from the base station. That is nothing but an IoT, where your connecting signals are getting transferred. The only thing is you don't use internet there. Okay. Now in the modern day aircrafts, that IoT internet is also enabled, so you can also control the aircraft using that IoT, Internet of Things. So keeping these all things in view, being a science graduate, what you can expect from your profession? How many of you have joined this program, that is your course which you are studying, so that you want to settle after this 3 years of degree into a job? How many of you want to get placed after this 3 years or 4 years coursework? Placement. How many? I think all will want to get placed. Am I right or wrong? How many of you want to start your own companies? They will be very low. 1, 2 is also your doubtful cases. Half hand only you are lifted. Doubtful cases. Reasons are, first is, we Indians, especially we the Telugu speaking people, are not ready to take risk. And we have all the knowledge and technology that we put on stake and get paid for that to serve somebody. That is what we do when we get placed. There are so many other companies, but ultimately we don't have our own company. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. So when you want, I will talk about both, because in K.B.N University where I work, I have 2 roles. One is to impart startup culture Another one is to provide skilling to make the students get placed with higher and higher pay packages year after year. Why I am telling this is, in last 3 years, especially during this COVID, at K.B.N University, we took lot of analysis we have done among ourselves, among the industries, because virtual platforms enabled us to connect with every industry across the world, not across the country also, across the world. We spoke to them, we arranged virtual meetings, and finally we found that what is there in our curriculum, in our K.B.N University or any other university for that matter in India, that is almost all a technology or fundamental which has been lost and which is not in use by industries almost all 25 years before. Obsolete, we call exact word to use is obsolete. They are obsolete technologies. One example I will tell you. In communications, in electronics communications, even today we teach about the traditional analog devices, the traditional radio signals. Tell me where we are using that. Are we teaching frequency modulation? We don't teach. So these things, now we don't even teach 1G, whereas world has reached 5G. Qualcomm is a company which is situated right in our Hyderabad. There is no other place. In India, entire India, Qualcomm is situated in Hyderabad, which is the global leader in 5G technology. But what does it need? It needs, when you want to learn, it pays. If you have these things which I am going to tell you, if you possess these skills and certifications, by the time you complete your 3 years, Qualcomm pays an electronics, BSc electronics or BSc IoT graduate, Qualcomm is ready to pay minimum 25 lakhs package per annum. Minimum 25 lakhs package per annum. Same thing, another company by the name Broadcom, that is there in Bangalore in Electronic City. It is also ready to pay the same amount. These two are market competitors. Only these two are the key players. The third one used to be there in India. Now because of this China and India conflict and all this which is going on, the 5G technology from this third company has been taken away by Government of India, whereas it is serving the other parts of the world. But it is also headquartered in Electronic City in Bangalore. Its name is Huawei. Your communication networks and protocols of all the telecommunication networks, including Reliance, including Jio, including BSNL, all these communication protocols are provided by Huawei. And the IoT tools to integrate this are provided by only one company, which is a Korean company, Samsung. And the hardware is provided by the another major company, that is Siemens or Honeywell. Now you tell what certifications we should have or what, because your curriculum cannot be changed. The reasons are, that is why I told you the difference between engineering and the technology and science. You are a science graduate. Science always remains same. Fundamentals have to be learnt in science. So that cannot be changed. Syllabus cannot be changed. But where we teach, that is B.Tech program, that is technology program, so syllabus can be changed. Whereas your syllabus cannot change because you are science graduate. So what you have to do to be getting better and better pay packages? You need to go and search for the skilling certifications, which these type of companies look into while they hire the graduates. But one thing you should be very clear. Just because I told and you get the certification after I tell you within 1 year from today, that you don't get a guaranteed job in that company. Provided you have that certification and also you have done some internships and also you have done some projects, developed some prototypes and all these things in your these 2 or 3 years of study here in that domain itself. If it is 5G, do some projects in 5G. If it is IoT, do some projects in IoT which are useful for Siemens or Samsung. Then this, along with that, if you have a certification in that area, then you will be getting this type of 25-30 lakhs per annum pay package. They don't need anything else. If the resume of the student, biodata of the student contains these things in a specific manner, no need to write your qualifications, your BTech BSc percentage. You don't need to write your intermediate percentage. You don't need to write your 10th class percentage. No company bothers about this nowadays. They only bother first page if your resume contains all these things which I told you. The projects you do, the internships which you have done, and the skilling certifications which you have. Then that company will definitely look into your profile and immediately conduct a direct interview. They don't even conduct written test. That is the way the companies are now changing. What certifications are to be taken? There are so many types of certifications which are possible in the same, let us say it is cloud computing. I will tell you the direct company is offering certifications like Microsoft offers Azure, which is a cloud technology certification. Google offers Google Cloud certifications, which is called as GD. Amazon offers AWS Cloud certifications. Clear? Similarly, Alibaba is there, which is also a cloud platform that also offers cloud certifications. Every company, even Cisco is also offering cloud certification. This is one type. Second type is third-party organizations. Like NASSCOM is there. Have you heard about NASSCOM? National Associated Chambers of Commerce of IT and IT-enabled industries. IT and ITS Sector Skill Council. It is a Sector Skill Council. So it is Government of India organization which also offers certifications. The third party other than these two are the online portals like Coursera, Simply Learn, edX, Udemy, and all these things. Now you should be in a position, being a science graduate, you should be able to justify which certifications are valued for you. A company which offers certification, I can speak, even you, am I audible to all of you? So, a company, let us say Google or Amazon certification you are taking. Google, Amazon certifications if you take, same technology even Infosys, Wipro, CTS, TCS, everyone will use in cloud technology. So wherever the cloud technology of Amazon is used, you will be employable if you have a certification offered by AWS or Google or Microsoft. Whereas if you take a certification from Government of India, that is NASSCOM, then you also get a stipend by taking that certification. But certification is issued by NASSCOM and this company also, that is Google or the other companies which I told you. So it is the Government of India's initiative. So government certification is there, plus company direct certification is also there. The third portal, online certification portals like Coursera, edX, Udemy, Simply Learn and all these things I told you, please don't go for that. The reason is they also offer, but the certification ultimately is issued by that online learning portal, that is Coursera or Simply Learn or edX or Udemy, but not Google, but not Microsoft, but not AWS. What happens is these online portals, because of this COVID which prevailed in this last 2.5 years, what happened is many of us were sitting in our house, what to do, how to do, Teachers were sitting in your house, online classes also students do not prefer, parents are not allowing, all these issues happened. These online learning platforms flourished like anything. Mushrooming of in colleges we saw in 90s, 98 to 2005. Now we are seeing mushrooming of online learning portals. Never get carried away by that. The reason is, these online learning portals are designed for a working professional. For example, a software engineer is hired by Infosys. 3 years he is working already in Infosys. Now Infosys has shifted him to cloud technology domain from software domain. Now what he has to do, he has to upgrade his knowledge. To upgrade that knowledge, to learn that new technology, he will use online platforms like Coursera or Simplilearn or edX. Because he don't have any other option. He can't now enroll into university and do a bachelor degree in cloud computing. He cannot do. He doesn't have that time. Similarly, he cannot go to Harvard or Stanford and spend 1 year there and get a postgraduate diploma in that. He cannot do. What best he can do? He can go to the online learning portal and he can enroll in that and learn the skill. Because it is linked to his job, he will take it seriously. Am I right or wrong? But when it comes to students, there is no exam in that. Coursera, edX and all these things, quizzes they untai dantlo, but they are not at all proctored. Like how you write exams in your college, that procedure is not at all followed. So you can just open a GitHub link, Coursera course code, if you type in that, all answers will be there. You can just keep on copy paste and finally get the certificate. So that type of certifications are not valid. Companies will not prefer that. Direct Google offers, direct AWS offers, direct Siemens offers. So you have to prefer this direct company certification. Again, in these company certifications, there are levels of certifications. Level 0, which is generally when you come into first year of your degree, level 0 certification you should try and complete it before the summer vacation closes for the first year. That is, when you start coming to second year, you should have completed that level 0 certification. That is fundamental. That will not give you any job. That is also fundamental. It is needed, but it cannot give you a job. Level 1 onwards to level 4 onwards, you can expect any job. Level 1, minimum 5 lakhs guarantee. Level 4, 25 lakhs guarantee. In between level 2, level 3 is also there. That also you can get. These type of certification I will share with your faculty by email. They will share with you all those things. You can see that. AWS has Cloud Practitioner is a fundamental level 0 certification. AWS. After that, AWS Associate level 2 verticals are there. One is Solutions Architect, another one is Developer. Associate certification. Then you have another certification which is called as Direct Solutions Architect and Developer. That is the highest possible. Other than this, if you want to go into another field which is called as DevOps, which is highest in demand now, development of applications, DevOps, mobile apps, laptop apps and all these apps which can be developed. The app development certification, that is also offered using cloud technology. That will be generally the highest level certification which is possible in Amazon, Google as well as Microsoft. These are the ones which give you something around 25-30 lakhs. Don't worry whether you are an engineer or a science graduate. If you have this certification, that company will hire you for the same salary. They don't bother about you are a science graduate or an engineering graduate or a BCA or an MCA, they don't bother. Provided you have this certificate, you have the skill, it is assured and you will get the job. With same package, there is no difference. So these are how you get placement with higher packages. But how you go for the second field? I told you for this also, for getting a job also, apart from certification, what you need is doing some internships and doing some projects. That is where doing some projects is nothing but doing something which is new, which is not there as on date anywhere. For this, what you have to do? For this, your library would have subscribed to digital repository of various journals, especially when you are an IoT science graduate. You can subscribe, your library should have subscribed to IEEE transactions related to, what is IEEE? It is an international association for electrical electronics engineers. You can have that journals with you. Similarly, Springer is one of the other good publishing house which publishes good quality journals. These type of journals you can go and browse in your library, in the online portal. Download some papers. If you are working in automation sector, or whether you are working in connectivity sector or communication sector, which area you want, your interest is there in which area of IoT. In that area, download some papers, study that. For this, I recommend that there should be a concept introduced in your program called as term paper. That term paper should give some credits to the students to go to the library, study these papers and write a small report on the observations they have identified after reading 5-10 papers put together in the same area. And that will be a paper which the student can present in an international conference or an international symposium, or even there are conferences conducted by these organizations like IEEE or ASME or any other body. There the students can present. That will give global exposure to the student. Technology will be there, as well as some 3 credits, 4 credits also will be obtained by the student. Then you should not leave that there. That means you have started your research seed, you have already sowed on the ground for starting the research. Then that after studying 10 papers, when you have written a small paper from that, what you understood from the 10 papers, that will be your starting point to innovate, to develop that drawback which you observed in those 10 papers is what you have written in your report. That drawback with the science which you have learned in your 3 years, if you start doing some experiments there, that will build your research skills, innovation skills. To do this type of things, there are a lot of schemes for funding available. There are a lot of, for innovation, Government of India now is funding like anything. State governments also fund like anything for innovations. But you did not go up to there. Institutions like ours have funds up to 25 crores available for this type of funds, for this type of things, for students of all these, two districts of Andhra Pradesh, that is Guntur and Krishna districts. We have a concept called as Atal Community Innovation Center, which is funded by Atal Innovation Mission of Niti Aayog, Government of India. 5 crores fund is available under that. Technology Business Incubator is there, where you can take funding up to 5 lakhs for your idea and develop it into a working model or a prototype up to 5 lakhs. That means 11.5 crores is available under that. That is from Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. TIDE is there. If you want to use your computer science or IoT knowledge to develop some meditech and health technology related tools for elderly and disabled people, then you can use that funding from that. 4 crores fund is available under that. When you do all these things, you may write some papers and also go for patents, publishing some patents along with your faculty members. To apply for that patent also, we have a center to fund you, because applying for patent costs you something around 1.5 to 2 lakhs. That also we give you. From K.B.N University, we are ready to provide that fund, especially for this group, because women are now high in demand to give the funding by all the government agencies, because Government of India has kept 2 boys, 1 girl if they are there in a team. Government of India is ready to fund up to 25 crores, 50 crores, whatever they want, because women empowerment is what Government of India is A. And they have given for Atal Community Innovation Center, TIDE, TBI, whatever funding is available at K.B.N University, provided a girl student is there in the team, you can fund them up to 10 lakhs. Whereas if only boys are there, you can fund only 5 lakhs. That is government's fund, government's rule. So collaborate and propose some good projects. We are ready to fund you. I told them we will take you to our university and show you what types of labs are available, how that funding you can use. We'll show you a presentation, how much your funds can be available and all these things. And how you can do the projects. If required, we will give one mentor from K.B.N University, one of your faculty can act as one mentor, and you 3 or 4 students can develop one project. That also we will give. Clear? This is one area. Once you start doing this, if at all you find that you are interested to develop that idea or that research which you have done as your own business or startup, for that also funding is available. Women will get funding up to 50 lakhs. Men will get there is a higher weightage for jets because there you can get up to 1 crore of funding. Again, if you apply as a group where lady member is there in a gents team, then that team will get 1.5 crores funding. This type of funding is available. That fundings you have to approach, you have to just explore, get that, start your business. Nothing is spent by you, there is nothing to worry. Your parents' money is not involved in that. Only your some time and some effort is involved. If you fail, you have a degree with you and a certification with you because of which you can get always into a job. If this fails, if your startup fails, no problem. Alexander, what does he tell? From the Alexander story, what do you understand? From the ant story of the Alexander. While Alexander was seeing in a tent where he was sleeping in night, ant is climbing, falling, like that 100 times, 200 times it fell down. But sometime it reached the top. Startups are also like that. First startup will fail. No problem, government is funding you, universities are funding you. You don't spend anything there, so you have nothing to lose. You have only your time and your technology which you have invested in that only will be failing, that's all. And technology is meant for failure. Don't spacecrafts fail? ISRO launches so many spacecrafts, but all of them are successful? No. That is also research. So here also you are doing research. Research is nothing but it is a stepping stone of multiple failures which ultimately leads you to only one success at the end of your career. That day, Madame Curie got success by discovering radio rays in the last stage of her life. After that, she lived for another 10 years, that's all. Over. That means success will come at some stage, in the last stages of our career. But we can keep on research. But you don't have any risk involved in this. Because government is funding you. Universities are funding you. Who are ready to take such risks? Who have this challenge in their mind? The young community people who have this vigor to take this challenge and risk. That type of students have to come towards startups. Otherwise, if you have some constraints in your family, bindings in your family where your family cannot help you financially after this degree, until your degree only they can fund you. That type of students always go to the jobs by adopting these certifications and other things which I told you. Clear? So this is what I wanted to tell you. Any doubts, any questions from you, you are welcome to pose. Anything which you want to know from me or which you want to see in our university, please go to let me know. I can help you. Don't be say, satisfied with these job melas or other things which are conducted by the state governments and other governments. They are hardly going to give you 15,000, 30,000 salaries per month. Understood? Which even an ordinary clerk who is sitting on a computer and typing that written matter which I give him, that clerk is also getting in our universities, in your colleges also. Clerks are getting. You want to be a clerk means then go for that job phase. No. What you want when you are just studying in K.B.N college, which is one of the reputed colleges in this state, Vijayawada city and the state, what you have to do? You have to aim for 10 lakhs minimum pay package or 5 lakhs at least minimum pay package per annum. How you can do it, I already told you. Only thing is, there is some extra effort needed to be put in from you. 8 hours you spend in college. Another 4 hours or 3 hours per day you should spend for doing that certification. Anything does not come easily. It needs some effort. But once you do that, you are into a job which is now in IT industry they have taken a decision. In IT or any other software industry for that matter, they have taken a decision. It will be 3 or 4 days in the work from home domain and only 1 or 2 days in the company. All companies across the world they have decided 5 days is a big day for them. In that 5 days, 4 days work from home. 1 day only you need to go to the company. For that also you will get 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs pay package, provided you have the skill sets and certifications. All of my students in K.B.N University are doing like that. And I told your faculty also, we are ready to give you summer internship programs free of cost for 40 working days between June to July every year. You can come to K.B.N University and projects are available. You can work as interns there. You will get some stipend and also you will be associated with the project. There you can do that project. Certification will be given at the end of the project, that is 40 days, and then that will be of value for you. So internships, certifications we will do. Along with that, if you also do some skilling on your own, that is certifications on your own from these type of companies, then you will get a better job. Otherwise, if you have a challenge that I will run my own business, I already told you funds are available for it. We are ready to help you. Clear? Thank you.
Now, prize distribution for debate competition. So first prize goes to third IoT Krishna Chaitanya and Devi Priyanka. The second prize goes to third MSCS 1, Navya Durga and Navya Sri. Now I call Ms. Shruti Madam to give vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very glad to be standing here to express my vote of thanks. A special thanks to our resource person, Dr. A. Srinath sir, for accepting our invitation and being here with us today. Your thoughts have truly inspired us, sir. I'd like to thank our principal, sir, and vice principals for their immense support toward this program. And also thank our students to be taking a part in this program. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.